So I feel like once in a while I should probably reintroduce myself, so I'm going to do that today. Okay, so first of all, my name on TikTok is Amy Charlize, but my actual name is Amelie Charlize Hobson. I've grown up in Essex and I still live in Essex now. I have two older sisters, Robin and Georgia. Robin's 28, Georgia's almost 24. So we have big age gaps. Before I did social media, I really wanted to be a professional dancer and used to train competitively and dance literally every single day of my life. I was always really good at acro, and that's kind of what I started off doing and loved the most. And the reason I started doing dance was actually because of Dance Farms. I used to watch it when I was really young, and it just made me really want to get into it myself, because I also did netball at the same time as all of this. Creds to the Thurrock League, because honestly that built me. I used to love netball so much. So yeah, I did netball, I did dance, and then one day I got told I could no longer do acro ever again because I I meant to say slipped my disc. So I slipped my disc in my back and also got told I had scoliosis, and then my physio at the time told me that it was no longer really good for me to be doing it. I have genuinely never been so sad in my life. I never really enjoyed school. I didn't really have a good experience with certain people at school, which made me hate it even more. And I also really suffered with dyslexia. I had the worst memory in my whole entire school. That's bad. So I really suffered with dyslexia and dyscalculia, so it also just made everything 20 times harder for me. I actually wrote my own book, which is so cool, and this actually has my whole life story in it. I also won Influencer of the Year award at the Superdrug Award show this year. I started off on TikToks just doing POVs and like acting videos, and people seem to really like them. I don't know why, because they were the most cringy videos I've ever seen, but I won't delete them because I just think like that is literally what grew me and took me to where I am today. So as much as it's cringy, I'm also really grateful that I did do them, because who was I? What a diva. I now actually have my own podcast. It's been on for a year and we've had a little bit of a break recently because we're just trying to figure out the new set and everything like that. But it will be back and better than ever soon. And on the next series, I want to make sure that I talk a lot more about my own personal experiences as well as having people on. I love every single genre of music. Like I love pop. I'm a pop girly at heart, but I also do love like house music. I like R&B. I also just like rap and stuff like that. So I feel like I just like every genre. I love the gym, and I feel like this year I've become a little bit obsessed with it. But I also do have to be careful because I am not the best with like nutrient food. I suffer with an ED called ARFID, and it makes it really hard for me to try new foods. And sometimes when it comes to like healthy foods, I hate the texture, so I won't eat it. Basically, I just love Raising Cane's too much. I would say my favourite clothing brands at the moment is Addicted, probably White Fox, and That's So Fetch Australia. My favourite makeup brands is definitely Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury. I love Benefit. And then I'd probably say also Iconic London. And my favourite hair care brand is so underrated.